Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a certified Zentangle teacher, and today we're going to take a look at the tangle Trix from CZT Lucy Farran. Now, this one might seem familiar because it is similar to the Zentangle original tangle, Tangle, but it has enough differences. All right, so we start off. And if you're not familiar, then you don't need to worry about it. It starts off, it's all S shapes. So in the center of wherever you want this, we'll just start with a simple S. Maybe I will curve it up a little bit. I don't know. And then I like to turn... Let's see, I'm going to shoot for, say, 6 of them. It doesn't matter how many you do. One thing I always have a challenge with is kind of the center. Whoops. And so it's just one of those, just don't worry about it. What have I got here? 5. I can squeeze one more in here like that. All right. Then, more S shapes. So we're going to connect all of these ends. And I always have to think, like, which direction am I going? And let me just do one. So S shape again. I was going to say, yeah, and here's where my brain has been trying to formulate an idea. So that way you don't have to think, well, which way am I going to go? But really, it is just an S shape because that's how you make an S. Otherwise, it would be like a reverse S shape. Ooh, add that little bit, that extra thing that I added in there. Like so. Whoops. All right. From here, you can add wherever you want. So let's see. I've got some room here. And what I found, just for myself, because I kind of went in a clockwise direction, is to, okay, it's like, okay, well, here, now where these converge, that's another center. So it's like, all right, well, let me just start there. And look at, oh, I've got 3 done already. Okay, very good. And then just spread them out. And like I said, it doesn't matter how many you do. Sorry, hold on, let me just... move this because I keep edging up and I don't know why. It's just really weird. Move you down, my little supposed marker to help me remember not to move. Apparently I just don't pay attention to it. All right, and then we'll finish these. More S shapes. And then, of course, how you finish it is going to be also... it's completely up to you, whatever you want to do. Oh, that one's going pretty wild. But as you see, it doesn't matter. It's really, really neat. And I like these kind of things where wherever you focus your eye, it's like, okay, here, I see. It kind of looks like a flower shape, right? Oh, and if I move my eyeball here, well, then let's see. Okay, let's, where else? Well, here we just have 2 converge. It doesn't matter where you start, is what I am finding. Just, where they kind of converge just in general. Ooh, look, you could make a border. I didn't even think about that till I'm just doing it, because I just found the place. I wasn't thinking of anything. We'll fill in some other, but... it's kind of makes for a neat border. You would just have to make sure, like whatever direction, it's like, oh, follow this one out, okay, and then follow. You just keep following, a line. At least if you get 2 going, and then you can kind of just focus on those centers. I didn't think about that till just now. That is so cool. All right. Let's just start here. And, of course, I did them kind of small because I'm thinking, well, there's a lot of fun that you could have in decorating this. And do take a look at the For More Inspiration link in the description section so you can get some ideas. Couple things, and I'm debating on what I want to do. I might just try to shade. I don't know. I feel like I need to have something on this side here now. So, and then I also, whenever you pick a point, just take a look and kind of have your eyeballs like adjusted, like, okay, here's the new center. All right. And then where am I going from here? And that just might help things. And like I said, this one, I don't, well, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I still have 6. Nice. I like it when that happens and I didn't even think about it. See, thinking is overrated. But it looks, I'm going to leave it there for now because it looks rather neat. Here, you know, and here's what I'm thinking. Let's just shade. Or, well, you know what? Hold on. Don't you love it when, I hope you do, when I'm thinking things through as I'm doing it. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do 1 here. Because I was like, wait, if I move it here, then I kind of have a nice center that we could do something with. Yeah. Okay. So one of the ways to decorate this, and I'm taking a peek here. That's why it sounds like, yes, I'm stretching over. Oh, there are so many things that one could do with this. On my version of the step outs, I kind of combined a couple ideas. I need to do some more shading on it because it's like, yeah, I don't know how much I like it, but, and mostly because I made this so small. Let me do the one thing that I did like though, from Lucy's ideas, and that was, yeah. So I'm going to start here in the center right here, and I'm picking this. I'm going to go on all the spokes, and I'm going to. Oh, that's where I went wrong. Well, there's 2 ways you could do this. So I'm going to follow the contour, so essentially aura-ing, but I'm just going to do up the entire section and then turn. What I had done on my version of the step out is to, I had them all going, wait, I've lost my point, to this point, which you could certainly do that. This is kind of like the, there's a tangle called Frost Flower, and it's straight lines, but you're aura-ing. It's similar to this direction where we're taking the spokes, we're aura-ing the spoke, and then turn, do it again, and it creates this really neat pattern. And I like this because we're not trying to fit it all the way. I'm not trying to fit it all the way going back down to this, and because mine is small, that's where it kind of runs into a little bit of trouble. Whoops. Or just like I did like there, as if that doesn't matter. Because the other ones I can just do. Sometimes I shouldn't say anything because then I do it. Pen goes, oh, okay. But seriously, what a neat tangle. And I always find Fangle to be difficult. Just be, the first, well, I mean, even with this, starting on that first step, it's like, oh, that's just, it's uncomfortable to do the S shapes like that. But it's one of those, the more you do, the easier, the more comfortable it will get. Now let's do shading this way, where these lines come in. I'm going, on the side where the lines are coming in, or, I'm going along that, the perpendicular line on the, you can see, on the side where the lines are coming in, because then it gives that impression that they're tucked in under, and putting the shading on like this will give it some layers. All right. And nope, that's green. Okay. I have I have like 1,200, I'm just kidding. Well, almost tortillons, and I was like, okay, where's my fine tip? Well, all right, it'll be this one. My finer tip black. So for things like this where they're really tiny. But look at it, it still works. It is amazing because sometimes you can really, you don't want to mash it down this way because then this tip is already mashed in a bit. Although, well, the end is kind of also mashed. Oh, here's one. Well, and you can take a paper clip, unfurl it, as I like to say, and then, you know, push in, as long as the back is open. This one, it's kind of mashed shut. So we'll continue with this one. And then sometimes I leave that paper clip in, or you could do it with like a toothpick or something. Just on a toothpick, I cut the end off, so you just don't want to jab your hand and make it painful. Look at that. See, now it could do the whole entire thing and it would look really cool, which, I think I might. Because I was thinking to just leave them open. Maybe I don't know. What do you think? You know, actually, I kind of like it like that because it looks neat. So I'm going to leave it. I'm going to debate on... Well, no, I'm not going to debate. I debated for a minute. Now I'm done. That was quick debate. I'm going to do the outsides of these so it kind of pops it. Because just like everything's Zentangle, there's nothing saying that you have to do everything exactly alike or fill in every little square inch. You can do stuff like, you can leave open space. A lot of times that's, I know myself, I was like, oh, but aren't I supposed to fill in everything? Nope, you don't have to. And sometimes it's kind of fun to leave some open space when you're doing, and I'm talking like traditional Zentangle versus like Zentangle inspired art. Oh, I love it. Let's go a little darker here in the center, just because. Ha ha. Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. Now, and if you were doing this, say, on a bigger scale, you know, if you had a larger section to fill in, I mean, there's no reason. I mean, I could see myself maybe, although I kind of like just the one, but, you know, if I had a bigger area, so that way I'd have some of this, the empty ones in between, that could look kind of neat. Ah, all right. Super fun. Do take a look at the For More Inspiration link in the description section, again, for more inspiration, hence that's why I call it that. And also, well, you know, before I say that, if you've enjoyed this, please click the like button. If you've not subscribed yet to the channel, would love to have you be a subscriber. So you can click that while you're clicking. Now, in the description section, step outs below that is my link tree, so you will find links on ways, you know, to connect with me if you wish, me and let me emphasize on the or part, our Tangle Addicts community, because we have just an amazing community that has gathered over the last few years, and it's truly an amazing group of people. So if you would like a nice, and I'm going to say safe space to share your work, you know, feel comfortable. We don't care what level. Everybody comes to us with different skill levels, different I don't know how to say it outside of just, you know, issues, skills, period. You know, oh, I've lost the word. For instance, let me just use a for instance. We have some that have jiggly hand issues. Okay, well, so what? We want to see your tangling anyway, because that just makes it interesting. And I love the fact that, you know, the group in general, and I've really not seen too many things outside of this, are so supportive of everyone else. And especially if you have, some kind of, issue that makes you not think you're doing the greatest work you could do. That's not what Zentangle is about. And I love that in this community, enough people understand that we, promote that. It's not about taking it to the fair, as my friend Diane says. It's about your journey, and we just like to celebrate, whatever your journey may be. Come and join us. There is a link on my link tree. There are 4 questions that you must answer in order to gain entry, just to let you know. It just kind of sets the tone and an understanding of, I don't really have expectations, but, there are just some things that I want to make sure that are clear. So that's why I have them. And then it keeps off the bots or whatever, nonsense happens on Facebook. So you'll find that. You can, there's also a link to my Facebook page. So if you happen to be on Facebook, and if you follow there, or if you join the group, either way, I post classes on Facebook. There's some other places I post classes. Those, you'll see that on the link tree as well. On my website, you can follow my blog, which will be pretty much, it's the Daily Tangle and, class replays, things like that. And, just a lot of all-around fun. Just to mention on the classes, a lot of them are free. I teach on Tuesdays and Thursdays right now. 2 times on Tuesday, 2 times on Thursday. It's 11 a.m. and 7 p.m. My time here in Michigan. Thursdays are always free, and Tuesdays, the third Tuesday is also always free. That's called Tough Tangle Tuesday, and the other ones do have a fee. And I keep everything generally, on those days, unless something unavoidable comes up, and then I do my very best to just switch it to another day. But I always make well, at least for the paid classes, the replays are always available. On the free classes, I do my best to get them out. So I'm kind of working on getting things up to date. I'm continually working getting things up to date on that end. But come and join us for free, and then go from there. So with that, thank you so much for watching, and I wish you happy tangling.